shows every Sunday.
Random Ramblings with Rob.
Here we go.
What up, everybody? This your boy B-Rob, and I'm back with another edition of the Random Ramblings with Rob podcast. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you, the listener, for coming back each and every week, or however you listen to podcasts. And if you're a first-time listener, I'd like for you to lean over and give that person that recommended you to me a crisp high five. But, you know, there's monkeypox out there now. I mean, I used to lean heavily into, safeguarding yourself against COVID and all the variants in the multiverse. But now we got monkeypox, which is something totally different and scary. So, I mean, if you've seen that movie Nope, monkey stuff is nothing to be trifled with. So if you don't feel too safe about touching flesh hands with the person that recommended you to me, pick up your favorite social media app of choice and send them a well-crafted DM telling them thank you for recommending you to me. Speaking of social media, you can find the Random Ramblings with Rob on various social media platforms to include Twitter at 3R Show, Instagram at The 3R Show. You can find video interviews on YouTube by looking for 3R Show. You can find my TikToks at 3R Show. And for anything that I may have forgotten to mention, you can find it all on randomrob.com. Randomrob.com, to where you can find many different ways to help support the show and our illustrious sponsor, Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. Go to hooksrub.com, to where you can get 15% off your order if you use promo code RANDOM. Not only do you save 15% off your order, you get some delicious herbs and spices for anything that you want to put inside your mouth hole and whatnot. You put some hooks, rubs, and spices on it to make it that much better. I'm not going to get into the naughty bits about what you can put on your naughty bits to put in your mouth, but I don't know. Hooks, rubs, and spices may enhance that flavor for you. Get that 15% off at hooksrub at hooksrub.com and use that promo code RANDOM. Got busy. It was tax-free weekend. My kid about to start school this week. So we was out and about all weekend, getting into all manner of shenanigans. It was a young child's birthday weekend as well. She had company over. A lot of shit was going on. Therefore, I did not do a show Sunday because I was tired as fuck. And I got into some other shenanigans on the back end of those shenanigans. So, yeah, I was just a hot mess. But I won't keep you here too long, because this is going to be a flashback episode. And if I knew how to work my mixer properly after all these years, I would have like some reverb echo effect. It'll be like, this would be a flashback episode. Some crazy shit like that. But I want to talk a little bit about the origin of the podcast Wrestling is Trash. I want to congratulate the crew over there, the WIT team, for Wrestling is Trash, for pushing the ball across the goal line to 100 episodes. I mean, they have eclipsed that by now. But, they just did 100 episodes not too long ago. So how did that show come about? Well, we need to go back to the year of 2016. I was making my exit out of the military, the Marine Corps to be specific. And I wanted to delve into the world of podcasts. I enjoy them. I listened to plenty of them. And it was a way for me to essentially write a book without putting pen to paper or fingers to keyboard. I was going to tell stories about my military career and have people that I served with talk about their experiences, blah, 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 blah. But before I even came to that conclusion about making a podcast about that, I thought heavily about doing a wrestling podcast. But since I listened to so many different ones, it seemed daunting to me. I didn't want to put that much effort into taking notes and yada, 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 yakety schmackety. I just wanted to have a place to where I can just come in and talk about professional wrestling as it unfolds in front of my eyes. So I didn't do that. I went ahead with the Random Rounds with Rob, which has been here well over 6 years. And I put the Wrestling Talk podcast thing on the back burner. So around, let me proofread. I want to be correct in my assumption. It was episode 3. Me and the homie Nick Annicelli got together at my house in my wife's office in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and we were talking about wrestling. I think around the time it was the 2016 Royal Rumble and everything. So it was around that time frame. So we was talking about that, and then there was a early episode, so audio issues aplenty and whatnot. I think it was the time that I had 2 USB microphones plugged into a laptop. And for those of you who are uninitiated to audio setups and everything, your computer can only read 1 USB microphone at a time without having some kind of shenanigans type of software or jerry rigging or whatever. If I said the N word, I would use the other kind of rigging word. But so we had all that going on, but that was the story of how the wrestling talk kind of seeped its way into the Random Ramblers with Rob. Nick would always text me, especially once he found out I was a wrestling fan. We kind of bonded over that, and came over to the house and we just started talking about things and stuff. So, and this would continue. I mean, me and Nick went to plenty of shows together in that area. We went to some Raws. We went to Battleground when The Undertaker came back and jumped on Brock Lesnar. We went to a WrestleMania together. I mean, the bond between me and Nick via professional wrestling is plenty deep, But even through that, so even episode 3, me and Nick would talk about wrestling, and then I was involved with an indie promotion in Missouri as well, and around episode 6, I had the promoter and one of his longtime, companions and guys that was a part of his promotion. We would talk about things, old school wrestling and all kinds of stuff. Eventually, I would get professional wrestlers on the podcast and everything. And some of my friends that knew how much of a fan I was of professional wrestling to come on the show and talk about wrestling, or even just guests because they knew how much, I like to talk about, wrestling and stuff. Guests that I would come in that's not even wrestling related, they was like, I heard you like wrestling. Let's talk about this. So wrestling, even though this show wasn't specifically a wrestling podcast, it was ties ran deep with it. So later on, I would also become a co-host to a professional wrestling podcast called The Pipe Bomb with McCool and Company. It was Matt McCool, Josh Lopez, who's been on the show, both of them. Josh more so than anybody, next to Sir John Lee, and myself. So we were a trio. We networked with the New Age Insiders back in the day, and that all dissolved and whatnot. So I had my wrestling podcast. Somehow, some way, I got sucked in. I got drawn into doing a wrestling podcast then, and I enjoyed it. But creative differences. Things change, that podcast shut down. So I still got the itch. I still got the fever. I still got the feeling after, the Pipe Bomb with McCooler Company dissolved. I still wanted to talk about professional wrestling. So 2018, I believe, I went ahead and I pulled the trigger and started doing solo episodes for Wrestling is Trash. And my idea with that show was to talk about wrestling. Just my positive views on things that were going on as I watched wrestling. I would get the homies on there to talk about things, and kind of the people that would push start Wrestling is Trash would be Jay Sandlin. He's an author, a writer for graphic novels and books and everything. He's a historian by trade as well. You got a certificate in that shit, diploma, a degree. And he is real into the wrestling past, and he would come on to the show and we would do watch-alongs. And Anomaly. I was just getting really into New Japan pro wrestling, and Anomaly was real versed in that. And he would give me some of the backstories on that stuff and kind of bring me up to speed. So those two guys were regulars on Wrestling is Trash, and that was kind of the crew starting it out, amongst a couple of other random people on there. I would try to get some wrestlers or people who had very deep ties into professional wrestling on there just to talk about their origin story with professional wrestling. So those times were fun. But as freaking the Random Realms with Rob would start kind of taking off and everything, or I would get more busy with that, and then things personally in my life would start to change and everything, it would kind of omit me from doing a second podcast. So, I started getting Nick and all those guys involved, and, after a while, for me personally, it was too much to kind of handle doing it from week to week and everything. So it started becoming sparse and whatnot, episodes here and there and all kinds of stuff like that. And eventually I couldn't do it as often as I wanted to. But, the homies would always call, be like, hey, man, we could do an episode. Hey, we could do an episode. And I'm like, hey, I can't do it that day because of this and this and this. A lot of shit was going on. So, time passed. And then, started freeing time up. Started doing it week to week once again. It started picking up speed, picking up momentum, start picking up episodes. And then later on, the change with RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk started to happen. Hosts started dropping like flies, and RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk is a community that I've been a part of well over 12 years. And that's my measuring stick because I used to listen to it before a young child was born. And she just turned 12 a couple days ago. So it was way before then that I was listening to that show, been a part of that community. And I wouldn't say an opportunity, but just I wanted to help the show succeed and thrive and keep going on. So I volunteered my time to it, and with that responsibility taken upon myself, being a host of RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk and doing 3R show and the workload in my personal life, it was starting to push out Wrestling is Trash again. But I kind of handed that down, or over, I wouldn't say down, over to the homie Nick, because he kind of was the spark, one of the reasons for, the show even being made and whatnot. And, and it still was more of the same. It was Nick shooting me a text. Hey, what do you think about this? Or, along the way, meeting Dan, meeting Lou, and meeting Mike, who I have established, a kinship through because of the pipe bomb with Mukul and company back in the day. He's in the group chat. Meeting the guys from UWO, Brian and Kyle and Eddie and all those guys, also kind of jumping into Wrestling is Trash here and there, apart from their own thing, kind of aiding to it and whatnot. It was another thing to where, like, how I felt about RBR, those guys kind of felt about Wrestling is Trash. They wanted to keep it going. They wanted to keep it doing it and whatnot. And I was just like, do it. Because, more than anything, it was their show to begin with. I did it for the homies. I did it to have, my friends on to talk about wrestling, It's pretty much, I set up the platform for them and, just kind of handed it over as in a way as, Will, who started RBR, set up the platform, cultivated it over the years, and just kind of laid it up for us to carry on. And as far as the legacy of either of these podcasts, I kind of wish that it would be that, for Wrestling is Trash, just the homies coming together to talk about wrestling. And then as for RBR, it's always been community-led, community-driven, and I would like for the community to keep it alive. If a host was to drop out of the show tomorrow, I would have the utmost confidence in somebody from the community to step up and keep that fourth spot or whatever going and active and alive. So, yeah, that would be a cool idea, cool concept. I talked longer than what I thought I was going to do, because today was supposed to be a flashback episode. What I was going to do was say, hey, I got busy and yada, yada, yada. Here's an old episode 3. Here it is, and listen to it. But, the backstory started coming to me, the feels. I'm trying to piece the timeline together back in my head because I got a bad fucking memory. So I just kept rolling it out as it kept coming to me and whatnot. But I'ma still slap that old episode on the end. So you're going to hear episode 3, me and Nick talking, and pretty much the birth of Wrestling is Trash. And it's wild because I didn't go back and listen to this whole episode again. I just kind of breezed through it and everything. Gonna apologize for the audio. I'm gonna try to clean it up just a little bit. I guess give it a little remaster, a little HD upgrade or whatnot. But man, you can hear the difference in my confidence or in my voice or whatever the hell you want to call it. And yeah, it's just weird. A little flashback of nostalgia and whatnot. So shout outs to the homies at Wrestling is Trash, Nick, Dan, Lou, and whatever rotating cast member that'll ever come through there and whatnot. Shout out to the UWO podcast and everything that they're doing on their side. Shout out to Carl and them and Victor over there on the Codex Prime pod, because not so much Victor, but Carl, but he's there by association. Put into the show as well. And it's a nostalgic episode of the Random Realms with Rob podcast. So listen to this shit. It's right here, right now. About to leave. Bye. See you later. Listen to it.
Here we go.
All right. Third time's a charm. I'm back at you again. We got another podcast lined up for you today, and I actually have a guest. A guest by request. Look at that. I'm up here rhyming freestyle. Give me a beat and shit, right? But I had a guest. I know I said this wasn't going to be a wrestling podcast, but we wind up talking about wrestling. He specifically requested to come on the show and talk about wrestling. And, who am I? Being a wrestling fan that I am, to deny him that? Why would I tell him, no, motherfucker, you can't come to my house and talk about something that I love? No, you're not going to do it. But we did it anyway. Probably about the first 4 minutes of the recording, we were sitting there fucking around with the computer and everything. Well, he wasn't, I was. He was looking at me do it. We talk about 2016's Royal Rumble and some of the predictions we were making. I mean, this was done 2 weeks ago, so we didn't know some of the things that we know now. We know for a fact that Brock Lesnar is in the Royal Rumble match. And we also know that this year's Royal Rumble will actually be for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So the holder of the title, Roman Reigns, has to defend his title in the Royal Rumble match, which is the first time that the title has been defended in a Royal Rumble match. But this would be the second Rumble that the title was up for grabs in a Royal Rumble match. Differentiate the two. One, the Rumble was actually for the title. It didn't have a title holder. The Rumble match itself was for the title. This year, there is a active champion, and the champion is defending his title within the Royal Rumble match. Just thought I'd throw that out there if it sounded the same or you couldn't differentiate between the two. I'm not calling you stupid, but you may not know, because whoever listening to this right now may not even watch wrestling or know what the fuck the Royal Rumble is. I to you, if you don't know what Royal Rumble is, YouTube, Google it. That's what I say to this new generation. It's 2016. You got the internet in your pocket. Just pull your freaking phone out and look it up. It wasn't like back in the day when I was young. Now, I go ask something and they tell me to go pull out a freaking Encyclopedia Britannica or some shit like that. Goddamn thesaurus, Pictionary and shit. But yeah. My guest today is Nick. Nick is an adamant wrestling fan like myself. He's a little more into the details and the behind the scenes stuff more than I am. Me particularly, whenever I watch wrestling, I turn my brain off. I suspend a lot of disbelief, even though some of the stuff doesn't go the way I want it to go. I just kind of stick with it and ride it out. But ultimately, I'm just in it for the matches. I just want to see this art form that is professional wrestlings and stuff like that. So I hope you look forward to this next podcast and my guest, Nick.
What's that? It's a fiber. What's that?
Huh?
The app.
I think it's so you can like text, but without having to go over data or all that bullshit. Something like that.
Well, man, what you talking about? Data for text? Text is free. Text is
Yeah,
unlimited.
but this is, I think, so when she's not on Wi-Fi or something. I don't know. I'm just using it.
You don't know how technology works, do
No.
you?
She said, download Viber. I said, okay.
It's like, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Anything else?
Shit.
Oh, you already started it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Hello from the other side. Shit. So, what the deal?
Everything's kicking your ass.
What? Shut up. Know how to work labeling tape. I think it just sounds weird because
We can hear each other.
we can hear each other. I don't know. I ain't gonna play with this one no more. Fuck it. Fuck it.
YOLO.
Oh, I got that. Hold on. We got it.
You gotta use it.
Gotta whip it out. Here you go.
Wait, watch what you whip out. Oh!
Shit, I got a soundboard on here somewhere. Where that? Where they at? Dude.
Where they at? The hell's that thing? Oh, you're pulling it up.
So we got some sound effects. That's how she was when she fell and bust her ass in the hallway. Yeah, you're making fun of me.
That's what she said.
You're laughing at me. All right, we got speakers.
I thought you said you didn't want to mess with that anymore.
I don't know. I can't help it. Hello?
From the other side.
Is it me? Don't know what I'm doing, so fuck it. Okay, see, I can hear that louder now.
Yeah,
Undertaker.
that was loud.
But it's loud in yours?
Mm-hmm, it's really loud.
Shit.
That's just me, though, yeah.
Oh, wait. It's not too loud anymore. Let me see yours. Say something.
Hello?
Hello. See, I don't hear nothing.
I lowered the volume, though.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was on. If it's on 25, it was on 100.
No. Should go all the way up.
Watch out, it's going to be loud.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Watch, hit one of the noises, though.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so loud, I was like, whoa, 0!
Maybe I should turn my...
I put on at 28 or something.
I'll go 42. 30.
I find that I'll do that. There we go.
Yeah. Happy birthday. All right. I just make hand clap noise. What's she talking about? I said, what's she talking about?
Oh, she's like, use your iMessage.
She don't know what the hell she wants you to use. Hello from the other side. Let's see.
I love watching a Finn Balor entrance. What do you want to talk about first?
What we got? What you got, homeboy?
I say we do the Rumble since that's next.
Rumble. Beep beep.
Going through Suplex City.
All right. The Royal Rumble. First of all, who is your personal prediction to win the Royal Rumble?
Now, are we talking like if I'd be professional or who would I want to win?
Who do you want to win? How about that?
I want Reigns to retain.
All right, you want Reigns to retain. Now, who you think is going to win?
I was thinking about it, and I have a couple of things. I think it's either going to be Lesnar's going to win, and then Reigns is going to probably fight Triple H or something at like Fastlane to earn his spot, like to get the match at Mania, or a random heel's going to win. Honestly, I can't. But I think if Lesnar wins, Reigns is going to have to do some shenanigans to get his rematch back at Mania. Even though I read Lesnar is advertised for Fastlane.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about I don't read too much of nothing unless it's just like the blatant obvious shit, like the AJ Styles and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I couldn't even get on Twitter and not see.
Yeah, it's gonna pop up.
Now Rumble. I think Reigns is gonna keep it.
You think so?
I think so.
You think they're gonna screw him and try to get him to come in at like number 1 and something like that too?
Yeah, because I mean we got time. Well, we got about like 2 weeks.
Yeah, today's the 10th. Yeah, I think it's on the 24th. So yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. But given all the things that you just said or whatever, I kind of agree with that. I mean, I believe he would lose and he had to go through Triple H because I mean, from what we've been seeing so far, they've been building toward Reigns versus Triple H at some point.
And then now that The Rock's advertised, maybe The Rock interferes with some shenanigans, which causes The Rock and Triple H match at Mania. Because The Rock announced he's going to be there. They still have yet to say if he's going to fight or anything, but he's going to be there.
Yeah, because I mean, they start to tease with Triple H and The Rock like
last
year
when he came in against Rusev.
Mm-hmm.
They went that eye to eye. They had that stare down.
Yeah, they're talking I don't like you. I don't like you either.
And Triple H saying how he kicked The Rock's ass for most of it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but I think
a lot of people are saying they think Taker might win it.
What, the Rumble?
I'd be fine with it, honestly.
Nah.
I don't even think he's going to show up.
Hell no. We ain't going to see we probably won't see Taker till around Fastlane.
Probably the Raw after Fastlane.
Or something like that.
Or the Raw after Mania, maybe even. I don't know. But then Jim Ross was saying, I read that Jim Ross thinks Luke Harper should face The Undertaker at Mania. I completely disagree. Especially if this is supposed to be Taker's last Mania. Give him someone good. They were going to have John Cena versus Undertaker, which I don't know how that would have went.
Yeah.
Because if it is a retirement match, usually most people lose their retirement match.
Yeah.
But usually they pick two. You really think Taker would pick Cena to want to end his career?
I mean, Cena is the man.
Still not.
Yeah, because I don't know. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, Cena is the man for WWE, and if I was an old timer thinking about retiring, hanging it up, I mean, why wouldn't you do your last match with the man? True,
and they never really fought before.
No.
Because they were always, when there was the split brand, Cena was on Raw, Taker was on SmackDown. And then I was watching I have the Best of Raw and SmackDown 2014 DVD, and Payman brought up a great point. He's like, talking about the man, he's like Rock. What was he, the man? 3.5, 4 years? It was like Stone Cold, 4.5, 5 years. Cena's been doing it for 10 plus years.
Yes.
So he is the man. But I'd rather see Taker go out against someone better than Cena.
But who's better than Cena?
Well, there was talks of Rock and Taker. I'd rather see Rock and Taker.
See, but this is my whole thing.
Or Sting.
Oh, no.
It's not going to happen. But
nah, see, I mean, this is my thing. Who's it going to benefit for the Undertaker go against The Rock?
The fans, so they can. That's a great.
Well, some fantasy bullshit. Yeah, it'll benefit the fans, but like in the long run, The Rock's not going to be around all the time. Undertaker will be gone permanently.
Now, do you think if they did the Cena Taker thing, Cena would have been actually a heel?
See, I mean, Cena is.
Or do you think they would have won with "we have respect for each other" sort of thing?
Yes, yeah, that's how it had to be. Because Cena ain't gonna be doing like how he was doing with The Rock or whatever. I don't think it'd be nothing like that.
No. If anything, I bet you they'd probably try to pursue whatever the Undertaker more as a heel.
Yeah.
Because there has been times, even when the Undertaker could be a heel and everyone's still going to go nuts for the Undertaker.
Like kicking Brock Lesnar in the nuts.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's such a heel thing to do, but everyone loved it. And was going, we were there.
In the nuts.
We were there. We saw it.
In the nuts.
Bro, these nuts.
These nuts.
But say Reigns does fight Lesnar at Mania. Who do you see Triple H fighting? Because you know Triple H is going to be on the WrestleMania card when it's in.
Yeah, because you got to get his.
If it's not, okay, say it's not The Rock either. So say it's not The Rock or Reigns.
I don't know. I don't know.
They have a lot of things. Seth Rollins getting hurt also screwed a lot of things too.
Yes, Cena's down. Rollins is down. Orton is down. Which,
But Orton doesn't have to get neck surgery. He even put on Instagram.
See, that's the thing, though. I think he'll be back at the Rumble.
You think he's going to make his return at the Rumble?
Yeah, be like, surprise, RKO some people. He ain't going to win.
No, he ain't going to win. He might come down the Final Four, but he won't win.
And I think whoever eliminates him, probably who he'll have his feud with from here on to Fastlane.
I could see him and, Owens. Because I was just going to say, I could see a good Final Four being Reigns. Because regardless, Reigns is going to be, if not the last man, he'll be in the Final Four regardless.
Yeah.
So I could see it being Reigns, Lesnar, Orton, and Kevin Owens.
And see, and this is the thing, I haven't, like I said, I don't really read about wrestling too much. It's just whatever's blatantly obvious on the internet and shit. Where did it come from about Brock Lesnar being in the Rumble?
What do you mean?
Is he going to be in the Rumble?
I think he already announced it.
He did?
Was it on Raw?
I don't know. I didn't see that shit.
He's going to be at the Rumble. Someone said something about it. He's going to be.
I don't know.
No, I think he's actually supposed to come back tomorrow night on Raw.
Yeah.
So he'll probably announce it tomorrow or the Raw after that he's going to be in.
And see, that's fucking crazy because you'll have Brock Lesnar in the motherfucking Rumble.
And I feel like it's kind of like a given that he has to win.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to do the classic, it's the Big Show, everyone gang up and throw him out. It's Brock Lesnar.
You know what? Big Show is going to be in the Rumble. Brock Lesnar is going to be in there too. Brock Lesnar is going to be the one to eliminate Big Show. I bet you $1. I bet you $1 US.
I don't think it'll be. Yeah, because Big Show's coming off as a heel right now too.
I'm telling you, Big Show's going to come in. He's going to eliminate a couple people, and then Brock Lesnar going to come out there and he's going to eliminate the Big Show.
I wonder if they're
calling it. It's documented. We're recording it right now.
I wonder if they're going to do anything special for the number 30th entry. You know what would be cool? They screw Reigns over, make Reigns come out first, and then Lesnar come out second, and they just go the whole thing.
That would be fucking crazy.
Because I think if this is me, if I was to go that route, I wouldn't announce Lesnar for the Rumble though. I'd keep him off TV and everything, and then you just hear his entrance, and Reigns just kind of like, fuck.
And see, and this is the thing too. Depending on where you put it, it wouldn't. They're trying to stack the odds against them. So I think tomorrow night or sometime before the Rumble, they're going to announce Reigns to be in number one, like how you were saying. Because it doesn't make sense to put him anywhere else.
No.
If you put him in at 30, you put him in at 15, you put him in at 25.
It's just him defending the title. But him now defending the title from being number one, that's different.
Yeah. And this would, how they was talking about last year and everything, that he was going to be the new John Cena or whatever the fuck. If this dude wins from number one, it's solidified. He's the motherfucking man from here on out.
Exactly. And especially since Cena's hurt and can't be in the Rumble, that makes it even better.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't mind I bet you they probably would win with this aspect, or they could have, because you know how they're really trying to push Reigns over. If the last two, obviously it can't happen, but if it came down to Reigns and Cena,
yeah,
everyone's going to go nuts. But you can just tell that the fans, there's a lot of people because remember when Batista won it came down to Batista and Reigns, and everyone was going nuts for Reigns, and then a year later he wins it and everyone boos him. Yes, but then you fast forward from January to December, same arena, he won the Rumble, everyone booed him, he won the title, and everyone went shit back crazy.
Yeah, see, because at the time though, nobody wanted Reigns. They wanted fucking Daniel Bryan.
Yes.
and they refuse to give us Daniel Bryan.
But now, do you think, say Daniel Bryan comes back, you think that's just all going to happen again? Because Daniel Bryan's not going to come back and not be in the title picture at some.
See, if Daniel Bryan comes back between now and WrestleMania is screwed. I ain't talking about screwed like for Roman Reigns.
It's screwed
because they would shit all over anybody. They would shit over anybody because all they will want is
everyone
Daniel
still
Bryan.
Wants Daniel Bryan. They're not giving up on him. I kind of personally did.
Yeah, so if he does come back, it's going to be after WrestleMania.
If they're smart.
Yeah. But are they smart?
No.
Because, I mean, think about it. All these motherfuckers hurt. Dallas is coming up pretty soon. They're trying to sell them tickets.
They're trying to get that 100,000.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of big names going to be there. You got to think. Triple H puts money in seats, even though he's there every week. Seeing him fight does. The Rock, hands down, that's going to. You know Lesnar's going to be there. You know Taker's going to be there.
Yeah.
I think they can get 100,000.
And see, this is what I like about wrestling right now because who fucking knows?
Yeah, you can't.
Because, I mean, before and last year, I mean, everything was like, all right, we know Reigns is going to win the Rumble. We know Reigns. They swerved us at WrestleMania because we thought for sure he was going to beat fucking Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, they kept that really down low about Rumble. I read about it, though. I guess Reigns found out at Hall of Fame. They told him at Hall of Fame, like, hey, Rollins is now going to cash in on you, basically. You're not winning.
Yeah.
Bet he was probably really pissed off.
I mean, I don't think so. Because, I mean, they did right by him after the fact. They took that whole year after that, and they built him up.
Yeah, even though they started off with the Big Show. But even that last man standing match was still good for Reigns' behalf. He went nuts. And then after that with the Wyatts, that Hell in a Cell match was good.
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell was a great match. And then Survivor Series went in, having Sheamus screw him over.
Yeah.
They kind of went with the same Daniel Bryan aspect, but and Stone Cold.
Yeah, but I mean,
now a dream scenario. This is if I could do Mania, I'd have like Ambrose beat Reigns, so Ambrose wins the title from there, and then at Fastlane when they have their rematch or something, Rollins comes out of nowhere, and then they have the triple threat match. You know, eventually that triple threat match is going to happen.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're going to be stupid and do it at like they're going to do it at like breaking, like I don't know, even like something done like Hell in a Cell. They're going to do it at. I don't think they're going to wait till Mania.
You know, something that was tossed around or whatever. That whenever Rollins do come back, he'll be back as a face. What the fuck is that? You hear that?
It's the dog.
Thought he was in his sleep. Anyway, that Rollins was going to come back, be a face, and it was going to be some kind of shenanigans or whatever and whatnot, and the Shield will wind up getting back together.
You think they're going to get back together?
Eventually, I think they will. Because, I mean, why not? I mean, just about every major stable that broke up wound up getting back together at some point. Just about. I ain't going to say everyone. I could be wrong.
For Christ's sake, even Evolution did it.
Yeah. So
Ric Flair turned on them by saying the Shield was better, but
yeah,
I don't know about all that, though, because they're all having great single careers.
Yeah.
I feel like the only reason they brought Evolution back was because
to put them over.
That and because Batista, the whole Batista thing flopped on them. They thought Batista was going to be money, this, and that, and then. But I still wish Punk was back.
You know, Punk, he'll come back. I think he will. It ain't going to be no time soon.
No, I said maybe 5 years.
Shit. Yeah. If that. Because the way I see it, because the way how with Brock Lesnar, he went away, became an MMA star. When he came back, he had all the sponsors and everything and all kind of junk like that.
Yeah.
I think that's what Punk wants. Because if you listen to,
the Colt Cabana thing, he was saying he wanted to change his trunks and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
and Vince
and he had sponsors and
no. But now if he has sponsors, he can do what he wants.
Yeah. And if he goes and be successful somewhere else, and when he comes back, I mean, they're going to have to treat him like such.
Like with Lesnar.
Yeah.
I want to know why Lesnar came back.
Because it was going to pay him.
Now, why do you think he stayed then? WWE not going same thing?
Because they were going to pay him.
You got to think about it.
Think about it. UFC. You get paid to get punched in the face, legit, possibly injured beyond repair.
Yeah.
Or you get paid the same, if not more, to show up every now and then
And
fake get punched in the face.
not even that. You fuck everyone up. When's the last time Lesnar's been dominated?
Never.
Only just with the Taker feud. That's about it.
Yes.
Like, did you see the video of him and Sheamus the other night from their live event?
No, I didn't see that.
They had the match. I watched it. It was kind of a boring match, honestly. But Lesnar destroyed him.
Yes.
Sheamus had his little offense a little bit. He hit him with like 2. Is it Great Whites or something? What is it?
The white noise?
Yeah, White Noise. He hit him with like 2 of those. And that was about it. And then Lesnar took him to Suplex City at 5. And that was it.
And I think it's crazy that he doing house shows and shit.
You must, I don't know.
I mean, but that's because from what I hear, I mean, house shows are the most fun. So that's why Jericho, that's all he do is house shows.
Yeah. What about Jericho coming announcing for the Rumble? What do you think is going to go there? You think it's just going to be a Rumble thing? Like I said, he's advertised for Fastlane. Maybe because with all the injuries, they're trying to even bring him in for Mania.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't. Like, I hope he wins. I like Jericho. Jericho's all about putting new people over. For Christ's sake, he let Fandango beat him at WrestleMania. And how far did that go?
Yeah. You ever hear him talk about that on the show?
No. What does he say?
He was just like, yeah, I mean, pretty much what you said. He don't mind coming in and helping putting over new talent. He's like, Fandango. I thought they was going to, the only reason I did it because I thought they was going to do something with him, and they wind up not doing nothing.
Yeah. Like, he put over Wyatt pretty good.
Yeah.
That steel cage match.
And Wyatt, that's just fucking shame.
See, even though Wyatt loses a lot to the big names, he's
Yeah.
still around. Like, I wonder what he's going to be at Mania. They're probably going to do something with a tag team, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably. Because, I mean, they've been putting a lot of these 4-man teams together.
I really want to see the Dudley Boys get one more reign. I wonder if
that's what I originally thought when it came back. Because they built them up as X amount time champion, all kind of stuff. They even showed when they had the New Japan titles and all kind of stuff like that. And I thought they was just come back, get their 10th win, maybe get some Hall of Fame nods, and they'd be gone. But they've been losing ever since they came back.
But, well, no, everyone still loves the Dudleys.
Yeah.
It's just, you know what it is? I think they're going to save it for Mania. Or right before, or lose the titles at Mania.
I don't know.
Mania, they'll get them. You know they're going to give them one more title run. Especially, But did you see the tweet they put out? Like, but if you notice, too, another thing, though, every time the Dudleys lost, it's because they got screwed.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, they've never really lost a title match. But on Twitter, someone said
I
something.
thought the Wyatts beat them clean.
Who?
The Wyatts. When they had all them hardcore matches.
Yeah, they did. I'm talking like title matches, like with the New Day and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, for Christ's sake, Xavier Woods throwing the trombone. I guess that's going to knock you down when you're that big, but...
That shit was funny as hell. So
But yeah, I think the Dudleys... Do you think the Hardys are going to make their return in 2016?
shit. Jeff just came back from... he just came back. He's going to do some shows in TNA.
I don't know. And then I heard... I've been hearing a lot of talk about Angle.
Well, shit, I mean, with Jeff Hardy, he even went on record as saying that he wouldn't mind going back to WWE or even finishing there.
Yeah, which I think he will. Especially, I know he always had a lot of problems because of the drugs and everything. But I feel like if they're like, hey, this is my last run, I feel like they're just gonna kind of let him go with it.
Yeah. And then if they do take him back, do you take him and his brother or just him?
Well, if they have the Dudleys around, I think they should take them both back. But regardless, you can't just take Matt Hardy back.
Yeah, hell no.
No, Matt Hardy, he's good and all, but he's not Jeff.
Yeah.
Like Jeff could come back, and I could picture Jeff.
I wouldn't even.
I can even picture Jeff doing something with Bray.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
I wouldn't even waste a surprise Rumble entry on Matt Hardy.
I know, but last year, I don't know why they didn't bring Devon back for the Rumble.
Yeah.
They probably should have.
Yeah. Because they just...
Because Bubba Ray came out of nowhere. I had no idea that was coming.
I was sitting there like, what the fuck? See, and that's what I'm waiting on this year. Like, who's just going to pop up?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm
they
not
have at least one good one.
Yeah, you know they're going to, but like, I hope it's not someone like Scott Hall or something. Like the guys who always are around because of Hall of Fame things.
Yeah.
Kind of like how like Diamond Dallas Page went in the Rumble last year.
Yeah, that was
it was so cool. I liked him. Like how the Boogeyman even came. I thought that was pretty cool. He didn't
I took a
last
picture
long.
with that dude.
Yeah.
He kind of creepy, man.
He didn't last long, but who do you think is going to be a surprise entrance here? Now, I'm not talking someone like Orton and someone who's on the roster, like returning. Who do you think it could honestly be?
See, I don't know. I'm not a really good guesser when it comes to stuff like that. But like from what I've been hearing around, is damn Styles.
Yeah, I could see AJ Styles.
Yeah, that.
Maybe even Samoa Joe, because, Samoa Joe is NXT, but kind of like what they did with Bo Dallas that one year.
Yeah, they're gonna have at least one NXT guy come up.
I could even picture me being like Apollo Creed. What is it, Crew?
Of Cruz,
Apollo Creed. Apollo Creed. I don't even know. I have to get back in NXT.
Because last year they had the little thing where I think they had a battle royal on NXT.
Yeah, who went from
Tommy? Hideo Itami.
He wasn't in the Rumble.
No, he wasn't in the Rumble.
He did the Mania thing.
He did the Mania.
No, I don't think anyone from NXT went to the Rumble last year.
I don't think so.
The year before, though, was Rusev.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
and he stayed.
Yeah, and he stayed from there on out. Freaking Rusev, I don't like him.
See, I hope they keep doing that. Like they have the little battle royal thing on NXT, and they let them go. That's if they keep doing the 100 more.
Do you think this year at Mania they might actually have an NXT match?
I don't see why not.
Like Finn Balor defend the title. If they're going to do it, they're going to have Finn Balor there. One, I think, just because of his entrance alone.
Yes.
His entrance sick. Imagine that Mania.
Mm-hmm. And see, but that's the thing, though. With everybody that got down there, who would it be against?
Well, maybe if AJ Styles goes, could be him, or I don't even know who else. Like Baron Corbin.
I like him.
I can't see him. He's not Mania worthy. If Hideo Itami was better.
Itami. It's Itami, man.
Itami, whatever. I don't know. By the time he made his debut in NXT, he got hurt.
Yeah. Man, that was sad. Shit. Because if Nakamura go to NXT, I'm sorry for Hideo Itami.
Well, them two are probably they'll probably do a little thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them two fight each other.
I want to see Funaki return at the Rumble.
Indeed.
Kaientai. And just The Rock showed a Rumble appearance.
Huh?
The Rock.
Nah,
he's not going to, but
no.
Well, shit, I didn't think he was going to last year either. Not that he had a number.
Yeah, he just kind of surprised. Well, shit, that was just to save. It was like, all right, we're gonna see how this goes.
Yeah, Rock, you're just gonna stand by backstage.
Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. If they fucking send you out there.
I wonder how that made him feel as like The Rock.
Yeah, I mean, but did you see him though? Because he was like making faces and shit. Like, oh, okay.
He could tell.
And then when they did that backstage interview, he looked like he was pissed.
Well, because you could tell they were hyped as hell. They got hyped as hell when The Rock came out, and when he did his little thing. But when he raised Reigns' hands and stuff, that's when the boos started coming. And I just don't think The Rock liked him along because The Rock, one of them dudes, he's like, man, if I'm around, they ain't gonna be boos.
And then Reigns' ass, like he was showing that he was pissed. He was just like, you could see it in his face, like, motherfucker.
But hey, now everyone likes him and he's the freaking champ. So
yeah.
It's just for how long are they gonna like him?
2-time champ.
Yeah, he is 2-time champ already. I wonder how many reigns. Think about it though.
How many reigns will
Reigns do? But for real, because say he does fight Lesnar at Mania, I wonder what's going to take him from here. Like, say he wins, he beats Lesnar. Who's his next? Ambrose?
I don't know.
Do you see Kevin Owens getting in the title picture soon?
I mean, don't they fight at the Rumble?
Who?
Kevin Owens and Ambrose?
I don't know if they do. I haven't checked out the card.
Because Owens got a rematch.
I think he already used it.
He did.
When did Ambrose win the title? Did he win on Raw at TLC?
TLC, yeah.
And then, so they might do that, because I don't know because think about it, usually they have the title match and the Rumble, but now this year it's together. So they're going to have a lot of card time they got to fill in.
Yes,
you got to think too.
And then you still got to think about the pre-show. What I think is going to be on the pre-show is probably going to be them social outcasts motherfuckers. That little stable they just made with Heath Slater and all.
Yeah, it's going to be nothing good, the pre-show, I don't think. But think about it. And then the Divas, who do you think the Divas are going to have a match?
Yeah.
Charlotte and Becky, probably.
Yeah, because didn't they just have a match?
Not for the title.
I thought that was on SmackDown or something.
They had a non-title match.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of sick of Charlotte.
Yeah.
like they didn't go the right way with her. I like that Rick's around
I don't.
and everything, but like
He need to take a nap somewhere.
Sasha Banks is hurt.
No, she not. They
Oh, she said because there was reports of it. She was.
Yeah, it was just speculation, but she said she ain't.
So I don't know.
But that would have been fucked up because she was hurt too.
They need to do something with her. I honestly think they still need to do something with Naomi.
No, they ain't gonna never do nothing with her.
Naomi,
You know, if she decides to stick around for the long haul, which I doubt she do, because if you watch Total Divas,
she wants to have a kid.
Yeah, she want to have a kid, and she was talking about she wasn't gonna be doing this when she was a certain age, and which she's probably coming up on that pretty soon because that was like season 1, and they in season 4.
Yeah, or 5 now even.
Yeah, so if she was to stick around for the long haul, she'd be like Alicia Fox. I mean, she's good, and they'll just use her for whatever.
I like Alicia Fox, honestly.
Yeah, I like her too.
But the Bellas are gonna stop soon.
Maybe.
Brie wants to have a kid. She says like every day of the week she wants to have a kid. And now that Nikki's hurt right now,
and she's not on TV as much.
Well, I've noticed Brie's gotten some TV time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're even kind of messing up with Paige right now.
Yeah.
They're throwing all their marbles with Charlotte.
Yeah. I mean, and she's good. It's just she can't. I don't know if it's her being scripted or the way they're trying to do it. Because, I mean, when she was in NXT, she was short to the point. She could talk pretty good, put on some good matches. But now she can't say shit.
Nah, I like Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
And
everybody like Becky Lynch.
What?
Everybody like Becky Lynch.
Do you think Bayley's going to move up soon? I heard she's loving it down there.
I mean, shit, wouldn't you? You a big fish in a little pond?
Yeah. Do you think her gimmick's going to work on the main roster?
I don't know.
That's
I mean,
one of
look
them
what
things.
happened to Emma.
Huh?
I mean, look what happened to Emma.
I know. If she died, she's gone.
Yeah, but damn, she is, now that she's in NXT doing what she's doing, she good as fuck.
Yeah, she's with, who's she teamed up with?
That Danny Brooke.
Yeah, they're not bad together.
Yeah.
And then when I went to the house show when I was home, the Hype Bros fought. They're actually not bad. I don't think they're going to do anything with them. Zack Ryder should probably quit wrestling because I feel bad for the guy. He's good, but they're never going to do anything with him. Like Heath Slater, I wonder what's keeping Heath Slater around. Like, why do they keep him? Remember in 2014 they did all those huge cuts? I really thought Heath Slater was going to be it, but the other two 3MB guys got cut.
Yeah. And that's crazy because, goddamn, look at your boy. He got cut, but he was around for so damn long.
Oh, JTG.
Yeah.
Like, he was never around.
He
wasn't even doing house shows.
I don't know.
Like, he was just getting paid at home.
See, I don't understand that, man. But then again, I could understand it. If I was getting paid not to do nothing, I wouldn't say shit either.
Yeah, I'd keep it on the DL.
Fuck right.
And what do? I'm a wrestler for WWE. I'm not on TV, but I wrestle.
You know?
He had a good little run, though, with Crime Time. I liked them. But
and then Shad got fired.
Yeah. They need to just do something with tag team wrestling again. Honestly, I think they need to make like another Attitude Era or something. Like
another what?
Another Attitude Era, or they need to bring more hardcore back or something. Because
you know they ain't gonna do that shit.
It's boring though.
See, I mean, that's why they got alternatives, huh? I mean, they got a lot of other companies that's doing a lot of stuff that you like to see. So, I mean, you got the only thing is, I mean, WWE is so fucking mainstream, so fucking easy to find, and all this other stuff is not so much. Because, like, I can watch all this shit on my computer, but do I want to sit in front of my computer and watch that shit?
No.
When I can turn on my fucking 65-inch TV
and watch the network.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or my DVR or some shit like that.
No one's ever going to beat WWE. Not even TNA. TNA is garbage.
There's only one person that can beat WWE, and that's
WWE. And that ain't gonna happen.
They will be successful at doing that because they shoot themselves in the foot all the fucking time.
They blow all their big opportunities.
Yes.
Like, I feel like, I don't know, I want to know what they do and sit and think in a creative meeting. Like, I feel like I could go there and make the company zillions of dollars.
Yes.
Just being a fan.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, we'll bring the New Age Outlaws back and give them an 8th title reign. That makes sense. Not the Usos or the New Day. No, let's bring the New Age Outlaws back.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just don't think. This New Day gimmick, though, I like it.
Yeah. I like him a lot, too. Goddamn. I like him so much I yawn.
You, Dave Roberts. They just don't give Xavier a chance.
I don't know what's up with him. It's like the way they use him, and almost thinking like he hurt or something.
Yeah, like he never wrestles. It's always
Not
Biggie
too
and
much.
Kofi.
Yeah.
Which now that Xavier Woods is funny and stuff, I wouldn't mind seeing him wrestle.
Yeah.
Before he was boring. Because if you think about it, this New Day gimmick's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
Last year at the Rumble,
Over a year, yeah.
But like, they didn't, honestly, when do you think they got big?
When they stopped, it looked like whenever they
Beginning
started
of
letting
summer?
them do their own thing.
Yeah, beginning of summer, really?
Right
What
before
about
that trombone came out.
Yeah, what about the primetime players? They fell off real quick already. They even
that's-
had a title reign this year.
Yeah, and that's a weird thing with them. Is like they broke them up. We didn't see shit out of Darren Young because
Well, he got
he was
hurt.
hurt. He was hurt. Then
Still didn't see shit out of Titus.
and then I don't know. That's fucking primetime players is a weird thing because they break up, they get back together. Then Titus O'Neil is out there tagging with another person when he has a tag team partner.
Wow, who did he tag with recently?
They had a match. It was a tag match. Him and Neville against somebody. I forgot who it was.
I think they only keep Titus around, honestly, because of all the charity work and how like people like him like that. He's a
Yeah.
huge aspect to the company.
Probably.
He'll never win a singles title, I don't think.
I don't know. I mean, I think he's good.
Yeah, I like him. I like watching him. I enjoy watching him.
But I don't know. And see, and that's the thing about this fucking this company, man. They got so many people, but they don't do shit with
They should even bring back another title,
like what
the European.
the European.
Or the hardcore. I wish they would bring back the hardcore. It's
And
never
that's not coming back.
No, never ever.
Oh, they got a dude on Instagram, independent guy, Chuck Taylor. They had like on his Instagram account, they had like a hardcore title thing or whatever. It's just they got just how they used to do it, like when it was defended 24/7.
Yeah.
It's like just Instagram videos of them damn pinning each other and doing all kind of crazy shit.
Yeah,
doing
the title.
Yeah.
So do you think this is Taker's last year though?
I would hope so. What the fuck he gonna do?
I know. Like I could understand keeping him around for the 25 years of Survivor Series. For him.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Taker
And
fan.
honestly, I think that's the only reason they kept him around, so he can reach these different milestones and shit, so it can look good whenever they put him in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. But now do you think...
Because once he lost to Brock, I would have been fine with him not ever being seen again.
See, I was watching, like I said, the Best of Raw in 2014. Something had to have been wrong with Taker, because even when he came back tonight and like chokeslam wasn't, he just looked so different. I don't know if what it was, the hair, even though he did have that short hair for like 3 years.
Yeah.
He had it for a while, but like, he didn't look healthy, nothing about him. And then you seen him at WrestleMania last year, and he was great.
Yeah.
And even at like Survivor Series and SummerSlam, he was doing great.
Yeah.
Just 2014 was just a shitty
I know he couldn't pick up Luke Harper, though.
when
When they had that match, him and Kane against them.
oh at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, because every time he tried to, when he, yeah, when you seen him try to do his little snake eyes
Tombstone.
thing in the corner,
Oh, yeah.
with the big boot, you try to pick him up, he's like, and then he tried to tombstone him. I think one time he couldn't pick him up.
Yeah, he was struggling for the final tombstone against
Yeah, yeah.
Harper. But really, I don't know why people want to see Harper and Taker. I don't think that's good.
Harper is good.
Yes, but versus Taker for Mania, no.
I was excited when he fucking won the Intercontinental title.
Yeah. And he was even really good in that ladder match last
Yeah,
year.
him and Ziggler.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit was fucking great.
Ziggler, he...
See, and that's the thing too. I mean, they got all these people.
But don't do shit.
I mean, they can't say they don't have enough time. It's a fucking 3-hour show on Monday.
No, but the thing is, they have rivalries last for like 5 months at a time. It's ridiculous. That's what I don't like about it. Think about how long did Cena and Rusev last?
Oh, a long time.
Think about it. Their last title match was June. And it started, the first night they started their feud was the Rumble.
Yeah.
They had 3 title matches and everything, and Cena and Owens went another friggin' 3
I think-
months.
Yeah, I think Owens and Cena, that went a little too long.
It was good.
Yeah.
Really good. I think they should have, what they did wrong was they had Owens win, which was good,
Yes.
and then Cena win, and then the title match, which we saw. I don't think that match should have happened then. The very next match should have just been the title match.
Yeah.
And that Owens should have won.
Yes.
They should have had Owens win the title.
Yes.
But they just love Cena.
Because Cena's the man. He is the boss.
He also does the creative with them too, I think.
I don't know. But I think he has a lot of input on what he does and with things around him? Yes.
Well, yeah, I know The Rock's like that too, though. Because I remember watching.
Because he's the fucking Rock.
Yeah, watching. Well, no, this is even back from like 04 when he did that tag match with Foley against Evolution.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania 20. Mankind was all excited because he was thinking The Rock told him, I only want to come back if it's something good, and that's what he agreed to come back to. So Foley was like, wow, I must be something good if The Rock wants to come back and do this dumb thing with me.
Yeah.
Which I think Foley and Rock should have won that too. I watched WrestleMania 20 like last weekend. I was kind of pissed off.
That was a good tag team. That shit was funny as fuck. Especially when they did like the people's elbow type deal.
Yeah. How do you think, though, Taker's career is really going to end? In a win or a loss?
A loss.
Wish
Because
it
the old
wouldn't.
school, that's how they do it.
I don't think about it. Flair lost.
he might be the exception though, but I doubt if he have any say in it.
Now, do you think they're like how most wrestlers make it known they're done? Do you think Taker's going to make it known he's done or no?
I don't know. I think with him, it'll just be common knowledge. It's just like, all right.
But I think once Taker's
But you
done,
know what? I mean, just how it was with Shawn Michaels. They built it into a storyline. It's like, if I can't beat you, I'll retire. Yeah, I think it might be something like that.
But then I think once Taker's done, he's done. Like I don't think he'll be a Rumble entry guy or like
He's already like that.
What do you
We
mean?
see him once a year.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
No, we did see him a lot in 2015.
Because this is last.
He had think about it, in 2015. I know
He did a house show.
Yeah, he did 2 house shows in Mexico. He did Mania. He appeared at Battleground. He did SummerSlam, Hell in a Cell, and like 2 Raws. It's like 8 shows out of 52.
Yep.
For Taker, that's not bad at all. You can't really complain about that.
Yeah, he's hanging it up.
Yes, yeah. That's a sign you can tell he's hanging it up because he's coming around more.
Yeah.
I don't think he just wants to.
Because you got a kid now.
They just had one.
Well, not just had, but
Michelle McCool.
yeah, I was surprised she hadn't never made a comeback.
You think Trish will lead her ever gonna?
Nah.
I heard Kelly might, which I'd be happy for just because she's so freaking hot.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't heard anything about it since she left. And then again, I wasn't looking for her actively anyway.
I wonder what they're gonna do with the Divas at Mania.
I don't know.
I think they should have kept that Vicky Guerrero memorial thing going.
It's Vicky Guerrero.
You remember if they had the Vicky Guerrero Invitational at 30? When every diva fought? I think they should have kept that going.
I don't know.
And then Andre the Giant.
Yeah, they hadn't said that wasn't going to be around, but they hadn't.
I think it's going to be.
I think it is.
I wonder who's going to win that.
If anything, it'll probably be on the pre-show.
Which I was kind of bummed out with that it was.
Huh?
I don't know. I just hope there's a good lab. I hope there's a good tag team.
They had 2 shows on the pre-show.
Yeah, they had the tag
The
match.
tag match and
But I see. I think the tag match should have made the roster, the main one. Like for real, if you ask me, that Triple H and Sting match would have sucked if it wasn't for the outside interference.
Yeah.
And you could tell they did that just because Sting's old.
Yeah.
He needed that.
But man, look at all the bullshit they did with Sting.
He's never even won a match.
He lost at Mania. He lost to Rollins.
And hurt. I wonder if he's ever going to win a match in WWE.
I don't know, man. Honestly,
I think they did wrong with Sting.
yeah, of course. But he's another one. I'd be perfectly fine if from here on out, I'd never see that guy again until they induct him.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind maybe one more appearance.
Mm-hmm. But I mean,
I'd like to see him get a win.
Yeah, see, but like with him, he was another one. They did an interview with him. He's like, yeah, whatever.
He's just there to be here.
Yeah,
I think he was all
paid nicely for it.
I think he was all about putting Rollins over too, though.
Oh yeah,
you can tell. And I thought that wasn't a bad match, Sting versus Rollins.
Yeah, until that motherfucker fell over.
Yeah, until he got hurt.
Man, I was like, did he trip? Did somebody grab his foot? He's just like, ugh.
Boom, I'm done. I don't know. I feel like they kind of threw this Triple H Sting together thing last second, too.
Yeah.
Because once again, they're going to make sure Triple H always shines and do this, and this.
Because it's Triple H.
Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if he showed up in the Rumble.
See, and that was another thing that was brought around, too.
Him winning it?
Yeah, like him being in there. Because, look, Reigns put him out and he hadn't been on TV since.
Mm.
And then he just magically pop up at the Rumble.
He hasn't been on any of the Raws?
No. He hadn't been on TV since Rollins put him down. I said Rollins.
I wonder if McMahon's going to show his face at the Rumble.
I don't know.
And that's how you know McMahon wants to put Reigns over.
Yeah, because
McMahon's on TV. Like, that's insane.
Superman punches and shit.
I know. That was sick, though. When Reigns did win, that was a good match.
Yeah. Man, he should have just been gone after that. Vince. Damn, when they had the title match, when he was the guest referee, he was in there fucking it up.
Was he? I didn't even watch it, honestly.
Oh. Well, he was being Vince. Like, he was, when...
Well, I heard, like, when they were going to counts, he was kind of doing, like, that stretching thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah, and I can understand that. But they had a point to where Reigns knocked him out.
Yeah, which should have been disqualification.
Yeah, Reigns knocked him out, and they called, they tried to get another referee in there, and it was Scott Armstrong, the one that screwed over Danny Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
He got in there, and they tried to do the count, fast count or whatever. Didn't work. Then he knocked him out. And then they got another referee in there.
And he made the right call.
And he made the right call. But from the time that he knocked out Vince was supposed to be out. And they was calling for another ref. Scott Armstrong called on, and Vince was trying to get up and do the count, too.
I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, it's just like, all right, dog, you need to not be in the ring right now. So you fucking up.
Do you think Stone Cold's going to make an appearance?
Yes. I mean, he could just come in, fucking say some words, drink a beer, and leave, and I'd be content with that, because it's fucking Texas.
Yeah, you know he's going to be there, just like Shawn Michaels is going to be there.
Yeah. If we can bet on anything, we can bet on them two being there.
I just want to know, because I kind of liked what they did at 30 with Hogan, Rock, and, you know. I even like what they did last year with Rock. I didn't know he was supposed to. I didn't even know he was going to be at 30.
Oh, yeah. I was fucking legit shocked. I was just sitting there like...
And the only reason I knew The Rock was at 30 and it's because WWE actually spoiled that one. They did on purpose for like 20 minutes or like not even like 5 minutes before The Rock came out. It said, well, look who's here. And it was like a picture of like his back. I was like, oh, well, The Rock's going to show up now.
That was like when Brock Lesnar first came back. They did the same thing. Right before he came out.
When, in 2013?
Yeah, when he first came back. They the WWE account tweeted a picture of him. He's like, "Look who's in the building," and there was a picture of Brock Lesnar and his music hit.
When he came back and hit Cena.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't. I was. Where was I then? I wasn't.
I was in my living room DVR and it rewinding it back and forth, watching Cena get mashed in the fucking face.
And of course, Cena won that match. You know, with the knuckles.
He only lost twice since he's been back.
Yeah, he lost that match.
Triple H.
And then he lost WrestleMania, Triple H.
Yeah.
Of course. But Taker can't beat him. That's why I didn't get. Triple H can beat him. So that's why instantly I thought, well, you know, Undertaker's beating Triple H WrestleMania 3 times. Oh, but now, you know. But he can't beat Lesnar, but Triple H can.
And then wasn't it shenanigans? Wasn't there like a stipulation match?
Yeah, I think it was like no holds barred.
Yeah.
Mania. It was something like that. And then I know the next month they fought at Extreme Rules in a cage match, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah. He tried to pull the fucking sledgehammer off the cage and shit.
Yeah, and it was like a silver sledgehammer, so it blended in.
Yeah.
Or something, which I was surprised with. I didn't see that
That's
coming.
pretty cool.
Do you think they're gonna have any like tag team ladder matches soon though, besides one they just had?
You know what? Right now, since Sin Cara hurt, it would be the best time to fucking push Kalisto to that United States title.
Well, there's rumors of it.
Yeah.
Do you think it could be one though?
Yeah, man. Kalisto is fucking good.
Well, he's talented. That's shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
It's just what do you wonder what they're gonna do with Del Rio after that? You think they're gonna keep this League of Nations things going?
Nah.
I think it's already starting to fade away.
Yeah, because Wade Barrett hurt.
Yeah, Wade Barrett hurt.
I mean, but they,
Sheamus ain't the champion anymore.
Yeah.
And then friggin' Rusev. Even he's kind of fallen off a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck is Lana?
I like Lana. I want to
like
do
that
Lana's
ass.
name backwards with her.
You like that ass.
You know he's going to come in the Rumble and dominate, though.
Yeah, he probably gets some good offense.
I don't know. I just think they did the whole Rumble thing wrong with Daniel Bryan wrong last year. Like, not saying because he didn't win. Just like, he didn't make it to the Final Four, really. Bray Wyatt eliminated him. Like,
Yeah.
He was eliminated before Reigns came out, and I remember Reigns came out at number 19.
Yeah.
And Daniel Bryan was number 8 or like 10.
Yeah.
So he wasn't even in the match long.
And that's what I hear from other shows is like that Rumble would have been a little more tolerable if it was just down like in the Final Four or even the Final Two is just Reigns and Bryan and Reigns went over.
Yeah.
It would have been more tolerable then because I mean he got that far. You know?
Yeah. But and then them two had a decent match at Fastlane.
Yeah, they did.
But you knew Reigns was going to win.
Yes. Everything pointed to Reigns winning everything.
Yeah. You can tell when Reigns... Well, honestly, I thought Reigns was going to win Money in the Bank. The things they do with Wyatt always come out of nowhere. Like, I had no idea why it was going to interfere in that match. I had no idea why it would have came out after Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Because first off, I thought Hell in a Cell, I thought Undertaker was going to win. But then, then him just standing there, I thought maybe that was going to be, all right, here's a sign. Maybe, he's showing signs he's done, and then...
Yeah.
Whatever. And then here they come.
See, man, they could have did so much better with Bray Wyatt if they just let him win.
If anything, he should have been the one to beat the streak.
Yes, I agree.
But did you ever listen to Vince McMahon's podcast? Well, the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast with Vince McMahon?
Yeah.
How he said, I don't know. Because it's weird, because The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar don't like each other. Like, in real life, they don't like each other.
Word?
You never knew that?
No.
They have common beef. And actually, go to YouTube.
YouTube.
You've never seen the video of them two?
No.
It's I want to say it's when Lesnar was in UFC and Undertaker was at a thing, and I want to say he was fighting. Lesnar fought someone but lost, and they were in some random dude was interviewing the Undertaker.
Oh.
And he was like, and then Lesnar came up and they start beefing on camera.
Well, yeah.
But this is in 2010.
Yeah, I remember that. Damn, but
Type in there.
I just take this as an MMA guy. He liked that shit. That's
Type
probably
in
why he was there.
Undertaker. That's not typing.
Oh no, I don't know.
So you've never seen this video?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Now I thought you were talking about something else.
Oh no, yeah, it's like the Undertaker. Because if you think about it, you watch them two fight that brawl from back, you can tell they kind of have a little hatred for each other.
I don't know. They made it look good though.
That was one of the biggest highlights.
That shit was funny as fuck though. He's like, "I'm gonna kill you." He's like, "You're gonna have to."
You sound like a real hit. You gonna have to.
Goddamn son of a bitch. You man, funniest thing I've ever seen in a long, long time. Motherfucking Undertaker. When him and Brock had that match, and the motherfucker sat up, and his hair was on. He was fucking laughing and shit.
I thought it was sick till Lesnar flicked him off to end it.
Yeah. I blew the horn.
Honestly, I really thought that was really cool. They had a lot of, you could tell. But I don't know. Undertaker, it's going to be weird watching him fight someone different. Because all he's fought since 2014 is Lesnar and Wyatt.
Yeah.
I'm going to check my wrestling site and see what the big talk about is today.
The big talk is about penis.
Well, friggin' 10 years ago, Edge cashed in his Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I seen.
They had a thing on that. It's still real damn on Facebook.
Well, shit, 10 years ago they had the damn live sex extravaganza too.
You know that was like legit.
Yeah.
If you watch his documentary,
Yeah.
he says like they like no shit were like fooling around a little.
Yeah, she like legit had no bra on. That's fucking crazy. The shit that they got away with.
Nothing good.
But shit, I mean, had they even announced anything else for the Royal Rumble?
All I know is the title's on the line and Jericho said he entered.
I know, right?
Are you gonna see if they posted like the card?
Yeah, or if anything. Back to that other shit about the New Japan signings.
The 10 biggest signings in WWE history.
Yeah, this shit is about to happen, man. Those guys are getting signed.
So who's gonna come over then? It would be
It's
AJ
Styles, Doc Gallows, and Carl Anderson, and Shinsuke Nakamura, the guy that he had the match with.
Yep.
This shit.
Who is that? I can't say.
Get that out here. That's Finn Balor.
See, that's like just little signs like that. Bullet Club, like
Yeah.
they're coming. Strange.
So then, I guess this is stemming because of the damn Heath Slater and all them.
Yeah. What to say about the Rumble though?
Don't say shit about shit.
You probably got to go to watch. Go up.
Oh, he had the
Yeah, I heard he actually said some nice words.
I'm pretty
Shows, and then
these shows ain't loyal.
you should just have pay-per-view. That's what he used to do. I don't know how it is now. I never go on the website anymore.
Your face is pay-per-view.
Try hitting Rumble. First one. Left.
I'm blind. I can see.
You know, the one with the big gold around it.
That's not gold. It's orange. You colorblind bastard.
They still haven't showed where all the pay-per-views yet are for 2016. I want to know which one's coming here.
Oh.
If you could pick one, which one would you want to come here?
To come here?
Yeah. I kind of want Money in the Bank or TLC. You know it's not going to be Survivor Series or Battleground because they just recently came.
Yeah.
So that means it's either, and they already announced the Extreme Rules. What's it going to be like dumbass, like Payback or something?
Man, any pay-per-view is a good pay-per-view for me.
I wouldn't mind Night of Champions.
All right, the only thing I got on here is championship.
Oh, who's in so far?
Where?
Up.
Right here.
Yeah. There's like 16 names or something. There's a good amount named so far. And we can probably fill in the rest.
Oh, here we go. That's it. Roman Reigns, Jericho, Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, Ryback, Big Show, Curtis Axel.
So how many is that right there?
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So a third of them. So think, you got who else?
I mean, well, I mean, just looking at this, all right, you know, if Curtis Axel in there, the other 3 goons are going to be in there.
Yes, you got to think them 3, so that's what? Who else? The New Day.
Yeah, so, you know, those guys will be in there. So that's
Probably
16 right there.
Probably friggin' Lesnar.
I hope so. That'd be a fucking interesting Rumble.
And then, trying to think who else would...
No shit.
Sheamus.
No shit. If Brock Lesnar show up in the Rumble,
He's going to win.
That's going to be the feud. That's going to be the feud. It's going to be him and Roman Reigns.
And I think if Lesnar's in it, he's going to win. Like I said, he has to be dominant.
Yeah.
They're not going to let him look like a little bitch.
You just be sitting there down. As soon as the clock click down, F5, out. F5, out. F5, out. See, and what I would have thought would have been pretty cool for this Rumble, too, before they announced that it was going to be for the title, that the Wyatts all get in there, and they stay in there as a stable, and they just start eliminating motherfuckers. And if I could fantasy book for Bray Wyatt to win, that all 4 of them stay in there.
And be the final 4?
Yeah, and they all get in the ring, they do their little stare off, and the other 3, they just step over the top rope and get out, and Bray Wyatt win.
That'd be a cool way for the Rumble, then, honestly.
Yeah. Because if they would have went through it, I think that's how that straight edge society shit would have went down when Punk was in there.
Yeah.
And he just eliminating people and cutting promos and shit.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was the 2010 Rumble.
I think so.
Yeah. What's your favorite Rumble match? Mine's 07. When he came down to Taker and Michaels.
Yeah. Yeah, I could say that too. See, and that's the thing though, like, if you ask me the question, I couldn't really remember it right off the top of my head. But if you used to, like how you did, you just said 2007 with Michaels and Taker at the end. Yeah, I can remember it then. But if you just asked me to remember
Them
it
two
on my
had a
own,
match within a match.
yes.
That might go down as one of the greatest rivalries.
I like highlights. I think I liked all the ones that Kofi Kingston was in when he did all the weird shit.
I want to know if he's going to do something this year, because last year his wasn't that cool, but he landed on the Rosebuds.
The Rosebuds, they carried.
Then the year before with Rusev, he jumped the barrier.
Yeah.
Then the year before that, that's when he did the chair thing. Then he did the handstand. And I think he did one other thing. I think he jumped from the regular barrier to the...
No, from the one other thing he did, it wasn't in the Royal Rumble. I think it was in one of those Andre the Giant. One Cesaro one.
Yeah.
He shot him off over his head, over the corner.
And his feet
hit the
landed
ground
on the steps.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That's fucking cool. I had the YouTube video of that the other day. I was watching all his eliminations. See, but, no lie.
Oh, throwing Rumble, close calls.
Yeah. It's touchscreen.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, but no lie. Other than, some of the surprises but recently, that's the only thing I've been waiting on. Just watching Kofi see how he not get eliminated.
Now, do you think it's going to be a while until someone breaks Reigns' record?
You know what? If they could, like I was saying earlier, if they content with going with Reigns and letting him win the Rumble, he's going to break his own record this year.
Nah.
He'll break it this year.
Imagine, what would you do? How would you honestly feel? It just would literally never happen. How would you feel if Lesnar came out at 1, Reigns came out at 30, and Reigns were eliminated at 1?
Like, at the end?
Just he eliminated all of the 29. Like, number 2 came in, eliminated him. Then number 3 came in, eliminated him.
Oh, you talking about Brock?
Yeah, every single one of them.
Oh, man, I would feel shitty, man.
That'd be boring, actually.
Yeah. I mean, then just thinking about it, how else do you expect this to go with Brock Lesnar in there?
He's going to have to dominate.
I think it'll just go like any other one. When they have somebody in there like that that's pretty strong, if he in there by himself, he'll eliminate like maybe 2 or 3.
The worst Rumble match?
2 of them will come in and then they'll start to jump in.
The worst Rumble match I think I watched was 11. They did the 40-man and Del Rio one.
I won that DVD. Like they had
Where?
A little prize. It was a WWE 2K. They got their Twitter account, and they're doing live tweets with Raw. And if you live tweet with them during the show using a hashtag or whatever, and it's Kofi Kingston. I think this is the one where you did the handstand. Yeah, this is the one where you did the handstand. No, I don't think I could have did that shit, man.
That's strength.
That's balance, which I have not none of. I would have fucking fell the fuck over there. That was fucking cool. But yeah, they had the little live tweet doing Raw or whatever, and you had to use hashtag whatever. Then at the end of the thing, they followed me, told me I won, and then they asked for my address and shit, and they sent me the DVD. And that
came down to like Santino Marella and Del Rio.
Dog, and that was fucking... People wanted Santino to win, dog. They was fucking ripping up his ass, man.
It wasn't that year, but then it was WrestleMania 28. Daniel Bryan had his title on the line in a chamber match, and it came down to Santino and Daniel, and everyone was going nuts for Santino.
Because it's fucking Santino.
Imagine if he would have won.
See, but that's the thing, man. It's fucking... All right, what's this one? All right, we just seen Kofi Kingston do the handstands.
Oh, John Morrison lands on the barrier.
Oh, yeah. See,
I wish he'd come back.
Yeah. I wish he would too. See, he almost busted his ass right there.
William Regal.
Man, I like Regal, man.
He'll go in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
Never won a title, but he'll go in the Hall of Fame.
I believe he would have if he didn't get in trouble.
What happened?
Because, that one year he was like the man. He was beating everybody. He won the Royal, not the Royal,
King of the Ring.
King of the Ring.
What happened though?
Drugs and things.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
He's the general manager, right, at NXT?
Yeah. I think he's out now because he had a surgery or something. But I love Regal.
You think Tensai is going to make the Hall of Fame? Well, as Albert?
Many, many years down the line. Because, he's still with the company. He's a trainer down at NXT.
Oh, what about Billy Gunn getting released?
Whatever, man.
What Rumble is this? Is this 2011? Or 10?
Man, like I said, I just told you I don't remember shit.
That was sick. That kicks in.
Yeah. I love William Regal, man. That dude was the shit.
Alright, so right now,
Your face.
pick a Rumble winner and
Your
predict WrestleMania season.
Your mom's gonna win the title.
Imagine. Hey, at least that means we'll have money in my family, so like, yeah, give me some money.
Yeah. It's fucking Rumble. I mean, Rumble, not the Rumble. Goddamn. I would say John Cena was a sure thing until he got fucking hurt.
To win the Rumble?
No. I thought you said WrestleMania, but the Rumble. I said I thought Reigns was gonna keep it. That's what I thought. But who's gonna actually fucking win it? No lie. If Brock Lesnar is in the Rumble, Brock Lesnar is winning the Rumble. And if he doesn't win, I don't fucking know. I don't see how he would lose. I mean, I could. It'll be just like I said before. You know, he'll come in there at whatever number, throw some motherfuckers out, and then eventually they'll try to jump him and slow the pace down. But
So do you think it's going to be a good match, though?
yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty good Rumble.
They have to make it. The title's on the line.
Yes. Only the second time it's ever been done.
It'd be sick, though, if Reigns wins.
No, I mean, that even shocked me that they would even do that. I was just like, as soon as he said it, I was like, what?
Because Sheamus never got a dream match.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, Sheamus got a dream match this week on Raw.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, though. Maybe they did it like that, because think about it. So say they went with that, who would Reigns face for the title at Rumble if they didn't do it like that?
Mm-hmm. True.
And then having Lesnar in the Rumble dominating, that's common. But now it's like, because if they would have did regular title match and then the Rumble, Lesnar in it, you know he's going to win. Now that he's going to probably be in it and Reigns is in it, it's like, well, is he going to win?
And then he's going to be on Raw tomorrow. So if Reigns wins, he's fighting Brock Lesnar at some point. If Brock Lesnar wins, he's fighting Reigns at some point. So these two are not going to get away from each other. Huh?
Like my Mania card, I'm going to say is Reigns and Lesnar.
And then the Money in the Bank is off the table, so you know they're going to actually have to have a fucking match.
Oh, here's a good count. Who do you think has a potential chance of winning Money in the Bank this year?
Shit.
If you haven't noticed, a heel usually wins it.
Yeah.
Sheamus came back as a heel, won it. Rollins won it. Randy Orton won it, became a heel. Sandow was kind of a heel when he won it.
Yeah, because he pushed Cody Rhodes off the fucking ladder. Yeah, I don't know, man, because, I mean, I can tell you who I would want to
I can see Kevin Owens winning it.
Yeah, I can see that, too. Shit. Might as well just pull up the fucking roster. Yeah, but Kevin Owens would be a good pick. Because, I mean, that would be a way to get him into the title picture.
This year I would have thought it was a sure thing it was going to be Reigns.
What?
I was like, Reigns is going to win it. And then he climbed the ladder, I was like, yeah, Reigns won. And then, oh my God, I was like, oh shit.
Kofi Kingston is the tag team champion.
That's how good he is.
That's all they got.
Well, yeah, on my app, it doesn't show the New Day. Like, for superstars who are going to appear.
Look, it's a hurricane.
Stand in the back. There's a hurricane coming through. Oh, so what are they looking for in here? Adam Rose.
I was looking at potential.
What the hell is Adam Rose wearing?
I don't know. I was looking at potential winners of the Money in the Bank here. Sure as hell ain't going to be Alex Riley or Adam Rose. Not Bo Dallas.
No one on this
Not
page.
Biggie. Nobody on that page.
Wyatt?
Yeah.
If he's in it?
Yeah. Wyatt. Cesaro, if he's healthy and back.
Yeah. I'm not going to say Daniel Bryan.
I'm not going to say Daniel Bryan. We don't even know the motherfucker going to come back, period.
Ambrose.
Ooh, Diego. Hands down. Diego got it.
Ziggler. I would even say Ziggler anymore.
Nah, fuck nah. Ziggler ain't winning no major shit from here on out.
El Torito. Fandango, you need to get cut.
Oh, man. This shit was funny. They had a damn, I guess they had a house show here where, what's the Lucha Dragon? Kalisto and El Torito teamed up for a match.
Wait, who? Kalisto? Yeah, and they against the Los Matadores.
What? Oh, yeah, because I forgot they did dumping.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, Big E was tweeting about it on Twitter. He's like, see, when Hunico went down, Camacho stayed home while he was out. He said, Nasser Carroll's going, you already switching up tag team partners and shit like that. She looked better now.
Yeah.
And she had a hell of a good match in NXT. With,
You know she got arrested?
Oscar. Huh? Yeah, still in the fucking iPad case or some shit.
Yeah, like $20.
Yeah, she fine as fuck.
Well, yeah, I know.
She lame as fuck. Goddamn Eva Marie.
And now on this might be the worst talented page besides Goldust.
Let's move that. And let's see who's on this no talent page. Fernando, Heath Slater, Hornswoggle, Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger is good. People like him too. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't mind him, but Jerry the King.
Yeah, no, these Juan Cena is not gonna be here. Khalees.
This might be one.
He might be in it just to make it a good match.
Yeah.
Show us hell on that.
Same with Kofi.
All right, so we got to beat in for Kevin Owens.
He's my pick for the year.
Yeah.
Once the match obviously is released, that's not until friggin' June, but
Luke Harper.
yeah,
Potential.
If he's in it, potential.
But he would have to break away from the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
Wyatt wouldn't have none of that.
Hell no.
Nobody here. Naomi could probably win.
Neville.
I think he might be in it. Just for some flippy doos and shit. Paul Heyman got it.
Randy Orton.
I don't think Orton will be in another Money in the Bank. All right. Rusev.
Rosa. Looking good.
Rose? Is she pregnant?
Yeah, she is.
I think Rusev might have a chance.
Ride back, honestly.
Nah.
Nah?
I don't think so. I'll let see Sasha Banks.
I'm a boss.
All right, none of these, because he won't be in the Money in the Bank again for a while. No and no.
Well, if you're going, go back.
Let's see.
Alphabetical order. He won 14. He won 15. He's hurt. So go to the one on the next page.
Yeah.
Stardust is going to win the Rumble. I mean, the Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank? Okay. Now they're going to put Sting in there.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No.
Tony Chimmel.
Not Titus O'Neil, Triple H, no.
Tyler Breeze. I don't think he'll win it.
Yeah, but he'll be in it. Yeah.
I hope he's around at Mania. I like Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, but
I'm so happy he finally went to the roster.
yeah, but they don't see. That's the thing, though.
They haven't done shit with him.
My computer's going. Yeah, they ain't did shit with him though. Me and my wife.
Huh?
My wife calling the boy. All right, none of these guys. Zeph Coulter, fuck now. All right, we already back to the beginning. We done went through the whole fucking roster.
For real, if they replace Del Rio with someone else, that'd be like an awesome champions right now.
Yeah. I believe Kalisto might beat him.
I'd be happy. If a Mexican wins, they might as well just make the Mexican
You
champion.
know what? See, this would have been the Rumble to do a 40-man Rumble.
Yeah.
Because everybody heard. I mean, they could have just brought it. They could have made it long as fuck. Because they barely have any matches.
They still
got
could.
2 weeks.
It's not going to happen. I feel like if there was talks of a 40-man, it would have been around the internet by now.
Mm-hmm.
But, nothing.
You think they'll ever do something like that again?
I don't know. I heard they wanted to do it last year because of. I heard since they were in Philly, they wanted to bring back a lot of ECW originals.
guys.
But obviously, it didn't happen. I wonder if. When do you think Christian's going to go in the Hall of Fame?
Dog, he just retired on the low.
That's why Edge went in the year after. But Edge was also Edge.
Yes, Edge is also Edge.
I like when them two joke about their careers, in front of each other. Like how Edge was the guy, and Christian's like, well, I won it twice.
Yeah.
They're getting their own show.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch that shit.
Edge, Edge and Christian's total show that reeks of awesomeness.
Yeah, because they're damn Hoopy 2 Gorilla.
What the hell is that?
Oh yeah, man, that's old school. Got my Parker.
They're literally all Mexicans.
They all are Mexican. It's a Mexican promotion.
There's not one white guy.
Psychosis, mini psychosis.
Where's Psychosis?
Right here.
Who's Mini Psychosis?
Right there.
Who is he though?
I don't know. He's a mini psych. You got a mask on. I don't know.
Under Psychosis, he won't make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, they got down.
He was good in WCW Psychosis.
Oh yeah, that whole division. There you go, white guy and white girl.
RVD could be a surprise entrance this year. I just thought about that.
Yeah, when they had the whole thing with them and the Wyatts, the ECW guys.
I thought he was going to come back.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be RVD with fucking Rhino.
Which then when I saw it, I was like, oh, makes sense.
Yeah, because he's down there.
They already have him signed. Tommy Dreamer, he's already done, I think.
Nah,
I could see him being in the Rumble, maybe.
yeah, all those guys probably be in it. This big goof. Braun Strowman.
Lesnar.
Brock Obama.
And Heyman hype. Oh, did you see the video? I wish I could find it. Someone shared it. You know how it's all about all the John Cena things? And it's like, and his name is John. And then it goes to John Stamos' Full House thing. And it's like, hey, hold on to. It's really funny, actually. Did you see,
I'll have to look that up.
try looking it up. It's on YouTube. It has to be. I guess I type in John Cena, John Stamos, maybe. Nothing.
I gotta get the sound back so I can press it.
Yeah.
John Cena. That fucking prank call. I bet that thing got like over 2 billion fucking views and shit.
The hell?
What's going on? My computer's possessed. What the hell is that?
It's creepy.
Yes, my computer's possessed. Somebody probably hacked my internet. Messing with it.
You really think so?
Oh, you know what it is?
What?
I got a wireless keyboard. And my fucking kids are downstairs with the wireless keyboard. So they probably typing on my shit right now.
You think they are? Like, not when you're on the computer?
Yeah. Because the keyboard is just sitting down there on my desk by itself.
And they're probably just typing.
Yeah, they're just probably typing shit right now.
Yeah, type it in quick. AMOS. M-O.
OS.
Oh!
There they go.
Damn kids. I don't know if you're
I
going to...
think that's it right.
Yeah, right. His name is John Cena. I think it's funny.
Now, fuck that John Cena one. We got to sound clip that one. John Stamos, everywhere you look.
Seahawks won 10-9.
That's the wild card final. What do you think? Who won the Super Bowl last year?
Patriots.
What was the year before that?
Seahawks.
Yeah, what do you think about the dude getting that tattoo? Like before they...
Oh, last year?
Yeah, he got this Seahawks tattoo before the Super Bowl.
He's an idiot.
It's fucking balls.
So who's playing? Oh, the Redskins and Packers are playing next. Hello?
Oh, I gotta stop them from clicking on my goddamn.
Huh?
Yeah, that one, it kind of ended out of nowhere. Yeah, he got a phone call. My setup here, I got a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse, and they both run off the same receiver. So I brought the laptop and the mouse upstairs, and I left the keyboard downstairs. And, you might have heard, as we were typing, all kind of words and numbers and letters and shit was popping up by itself. And I was like, what the fuck going on? But I left the keyboard downstairs. It was still on if I got to turn it off. And the kids was down there playing on the motherfucking keyboard and shit. So we had that random shit going on. Goddamn dog outside barking and shit. And then what you might have heard in there, we sounded like freaking robots and shit. Goddamn, we was playing some audio, and I guess I didn't have it configured right, so it kind of distorted out when we were talking and stuff. So I didn't know how to edit that shit, so I just kind of let it roll. Now, we talked about my kid busting her ass in the hallway, which was funny as fuck. I wouldn't laugh in the face, but I tried not to. I was I held it in. I was like, you all right? You all right? You okay? Shit like that. But as you heard, shenanigans is a word. That's one of my favorite words in the English or whatever language it came from. I love the word shenanigans. And then And then Nick just took over the podcast and everything. And it's weird calling him Nick because, like I said, we in the military, we go by last names and everything. And I can rarely remember any point in time within over the past 15 years or so to where I called somebody by their first name other than my family members or something like that. You know, that's why I go by Rob because, you know, that's my last name. My last name's Robinson, you know, chopping down to Rob. So that's, you know, it's just weird. But he took over the show. As you can see, as I said before, he daggone loves him some doggone wrestling. I love me some wrestling too, but he loves him some doggone wrestling. And yep, but I look forward to this Sunday when the Royal Rumble come on. I think Nick, goddamn Annicelli gonna come over. We gonna watch some motherfucking wrestling. And I don't know. I mean, since he'll be here, I know he gonna want to talk about shit afterwards. So we might do a daggone post show after the Rumble's over. That's if my wife will allow it. It'll be kind of late and kids got to go to school and stuff. And she might not want us in her office. She already don't like me in the office by myself recording these podcasts anyway. But we'll see how it goes. And if we didn't particularly tickle your fancy as far as the wrestling talk this week, may I recommend some other wrestling podcasts that I listen to on the frequent. We got RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk. You can follow them on Twitter at RBR Wrestling. That's Romeo Bravo Romeo Wrestling. Then we got the New Age Insiders. You can follow them on Twitter at New Age Insiders. And then we also have DDT Wrestling. They don't have an individual Twitter account for the show, but they have their separate email. They have their separate Twitter accounts, which is at DC Matthews, NAI, and Doc Manson. You can follow those too. If you want to listen to some professionals, so to speak, in the world of professional wrestling talks, just hit those shows up. Hit my show up. You can find me on iTunes, Stitcher, Podomatic, SoundCloud, and just about everywhere else. We got a Facebook page, Random Robcast on Facebook. Go ahead, give me a like, give me a subscribe on iTunes. And I think that's about it. I hear my wife coming in right now. She don't know I'm in her office. So I'm about to hurry up and wrap this shit up. And I'll see you next time.